Yo, what's up everybody, and welcome to another Dragon Ball Project Multi video, guys. We gotta talk about something. A brand new rule is being added to Dragon Ball Project Multi in this beta, which is quite shocking to me. I don't know why. I guess I should say quite shocking, but they're really putting in, I feel like, a lot in this first beta, which is really cool to see. But them adding a whole other gray mode to play is actually like kind of shocking to me. It kind of reinforced the fact that like, yo, maybe this game is coming out sooner than I'm thinking. I keep saying next year, but like, I don't know, man. It's Dragon Ball. They could drop like 50 games in 1 year if they wanted to, but we'll have to just see. But either way, let's go ahead and explain and kind of just go into what the heck land grab is. We're on the official Twitter account. And so if you guys haven't, make sure you guys are following the official Twitter account to like get those updates. But that's kind of where I'm getting this from. So it says a new rule, which is basically a new game mode, land grab, will be added tomorrow. So that's going to be 8:27 at 6 UTC. That's the time. It says win the 5-minute matches by taking and keeping the land from the enemy team. Players must be above role rank D4 to participate. This is important. Players must be above role rank D4 to participate. If you are not above this role rank, you will not be able to see the game. Now, let me just say, it is role rank, it says, which is good, because if this is overall rank, that could be kind of tough, because I don't even know what my overall rank is, but it's not that high, but I mean, I think it would be enough to participate. But it seems that they are specifying like it's role rank. So if you're playing as like one singular role, that's kind of like how I'm playing right now that I'm thinking about it. I do play a lot of tank, so that kind of makes sense. I mean, this is good for me because I don't play too much of like damage or technical. And so, yeah, I think this is their way of being like, yeah, like if you're just maining one type of role, like that's fine, but just make sure you are above D4 to participate. So just keep that in mind. If you're not seeing it, that's a good reason of why you're not seeing it. Maybe you just didn't do the update, but just keep in mind that's probably why you're not seeing it. And also keep in mind this goes live tomorrow, and I'm trying to get this video out ASAP today, Monday, while I'm recording. I just woke up not that long ago. But let's jump into this. So this is the first image. Land grab, a 4v4 battle for control over 3 land areas. The first to 500 points wins. Points are gained by holding onto land. Staying within a land area fills up a gauge, and when this gauge reaches max, the land is captured. Stay inside enemy-owned land to damage their gauge and steal their land. This is very, like I can't stress, this is very, very similar if you've played like Domination from like Call of Duty games and whatnot. Or there's other games that might have it like worded differently. Maybe it's like area control or something like that. But essentially, there's going to be 3 designated, like you can see in the picture right here. There's going to be lands that look just like this, areas. And it basically just standing on it will help you control it. And I think that's what this blue line is. I'm pretty sure it's what this blue line is. This blue line looks like it's, this is what it like, you know, just shows you like the indication of like it's filling up, it's filling up, it's filling up. You took it, you know, like it's one of those things. And so there's going to be 3 of them. Most likely it's always like one that's nearest to your spawn, which would be for each player. And then there's one that people fight for in the middle. This is kind of that's how they usually go for the most part. And so basically what you want to do is you want to try to fill up, I mean, if you can fill up all 3, right, that's amazing. That's what you want to do. But typically you want to always maintain control over at least 2 of the 3 areas. And so that's going to be no different with this game. I think it's pretty much the same concept here, right? Like if you look at the right picture here, they have 2 areas filled, and it looks like they're going for the 3rd. Obviously, if you do that, that's really good, right? Again, you take all 3, you're going to get massive amount of points. And that's the thing too, right? So like as long as you control it, you can see here you're getting like +2, +3, +2, +3, +2, +3. And basically what it says, the first to 500 points wins. And so this is going to be pretty competitive, and this is one of those things where playing alone is going to suck, man. I can't stress enough, man. Playing this, when I started playing this with some of my friends, I realized how much easier it is to like win and actually like get some W's versus playing alone, dude. It is a struggle. And then a game mode like this is going to take a lot of coordination, a lot of like, yo, like come back to this zone or go to that zone. Everybody jump that zone. Like it's going to be one of those. So like it's going to be hard to play by yourself. I'm going to say that much. You know, this might not be a mode for everybody, but I mean, it's going to be fun if you are playing with friends, because I do think this takes a lot of like, you know what, let's leave this zone. Let's go, you know, jump to another zone, right? Stuff like that. So keep that in mind. That's the mentality behind how this like land grab is going to work. It's going to work very similar to that, right? You fight for the zones. There's 3 of them. You want to always maintain at least 2 out of the 3. That way you're actually getting more points, because you got to get to 500 to win. That's the, you know, that's the pretty much the jux of that. Let's jump to this next picture here, because there are 2 of them. Poi Poi capsules. What is this? Okay, as the battle progresses, Poi Poi capsules will appear on the map. They contain items that can help you win the game, so keep an eye out. That is the most like vague thing ever. Okay, so we're gonna just get like this. So, okay, I'm gonna assume this is 2 pictures that go together. The first picture here is a random hoi poi capsule just on the ground with the question mark. Maybe you grab it and then maybe he used it to summon out this robot, I'm thinking. And is he using the robot to maintain control over the zone? Potentially. That's actually kind of crazy. And we don't know what hoi poi capsules are currently available. That's the other big thing. We have no idea like what they are so far. So this is definitely gonna be something that we just learn about as we're playing the mode. I'm curious though, is this only going to be in this game mode, or are they gonna put this in other game modes? Like, well, we had this in the standard one too. Interesting. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that's to be fair, like I said, I've only played Pokemon Unite and I can't remember too much about like items being on the game maps and stuff like that, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's something that they do in MOBA type of games. This is honestly the first MOBA that I've just been like really just like addicted to and really enjoying a lot of. And I hate to say it, but it's probably because it has a Dragon Ball IP attached to it that's making me just like really, you know, really liking it. But I mean, I think a lot of you guys are also liking it too. You guys have been telling me like I'm really addicted to this game. I'm enjoying this game, and I think it's a good combination of using Dragon Ball characters, right, in this style, and a lot of us are liking this. But yeah, so that's the 2 new updates that are coming to Dragon Ball Project Multi here. So land grab, which we just discussed, and then now there's the hoi poi capsule thing that's happening, which definitely was not expecting. It's a pretty cool thing to see. I'm just curious if it's going to be more things than just like a robot. Maybe there'll be healing ones, which that would change things. I just, like I said, I think for me the big thing is I'm curious to see if it's only going to be on this game mode, not in the other game mode. That is going to be interesting. And yeah, like I said before, land grab, again, it's pretty, if you played games like not capture the flag, but like capture zones or domination, I feel like those are like terms that you've probably heard before from other multiplayer games that have this sort of style of how this works. If you heard about that, it's the same concept, right? It's a 4v4. You're taking over to three different zones. You know, the first to 500 wins, like it says. You get points by staying in the circle. Like, you have to stay in, like, that's another thing too. If I didn't stress this before, you have to stay in the circle until it fills up. And I think that's what this blue line is. I think it's to indicate, to show you that, like, up, it's filling up, it's filling up, it's filling up. Once you get it all the way around, boom, you've now captured the circle. And plus, you could tell, I'm gonna assume too, you could tell on your map here, not the map, but the little like 3-dot indicator here, if it's fully filled, that's how you know you've obviously taken it, right? You're probably gonna start seeing those +2, +3s coming out at the bottom to show you that leg up you're getting, and you're netting up points. And then obviously, if you're stealing the other team's land, right? If they already took over it and you're stealing it back, or whatever the case may be, it looks like it's probably gonna look like this picture on the right here, where it's probably red, and it's showing you like taking over it. Now again, I can't stress this enough, man. It is going to be a lot of like working with your team to be like, yo, we're going to defend this point. Go fight for 2, right? Go fight for middle, or go fight for far right. Because I'm looking at the map here too, and there's like a little small mini map here, and I can't tell if it's just me, but this looks like it might be smaller than the base game's map. And it looks like the points are very close to each other. So this might just be straight up just like you spawn, boom, you're like right in, right? There's not too much travel between point to point. It could just be like this is like them just wanting, again, to get a vibe for this and get a feel for how this game will, you know, performs. Maybe it doesn't perform that well. Maybe people don't even play it that much. Like, I think that's actually a good thing to do in a beta, which I'm just not used to seeing. That's why I'm like, man, they're really like adding a lot to this. But I'm like, you know what? This is smart. Maybe they're just really trying to get a feel for, do people even want to play this? Is even worth like putting into the full game at launch? You know, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm checking over here to see what time. I'm going over time here, but guys, give me your thoughts about this. If you have any questions, anything that doesn't make any sense, let me know in the comment section down below. But, you know, I think I explained it pretty well. But even if you have questions about other stuff, just let me know and I'll answer those questions, as always, in that comment section. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. I'll leave the one up, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.